I'm David, and this is my buddy Rocco. Join us as we explore pet-friendly adventures, eateries, and getaways all over the USA. Pets Welcome Here is coming right up. This episode of Pets Welcome Here is brought to you by Canine Caviar, Curly, McLovin's Pet Food, and Optimeal. Savannah, Georgia is a charming southern escape where art, period architecture, trendy boutiques, and haunted stories are all set under a veil of Spanish moss. In this enchanting setting, you and your dog can discover everything from Savannah's historic past to magnificent parks, trendy eateries, fun entertainment centers, and maybe even a ghost or two. We begin our Savannah pet excursion by exploring historic Fort Pulaski.
Fort Pulaski is named for Casimir Pulaski, a Polish Revolutionary War hero who died at the Siege of Savannah in 1779. And it's part of a system of forts that ultimately only sees action during the American Civil War.
Tell me about why y'all decided to let pets be a part of Fort Pulaski.
We actually look back at some of our historic images. We see dogs out here in the 1860s. We see them out here in the 1930s. So dogs have always been a part of Fort Pulaski's story.
So where can Cooper go around here?
Cooper can go inside the fort. He can go on top of the fort, and he can travel our trails. We have miles of different trails. They enjoy coming out here, especially when the weather gets nice like today. And so when everybody's having a good time, we're having a good time.
Next, we journey from the fort a few miles upriver to historic downtown Savannah, located right along the Savannah River. Many of these homes and buildings go back well over 200 years. And to learn more about Savannah's historic homes, parks, and streets, we found Oliver Bentley's historic dog walking tour. Groups meet at scheduled times almost every day, for the founders believe history isn't just for humans. Who is this?
This is Abby Girl. Technically, her full name is Abigail Honey Ginger Autumn Biscuit. Don't let your Facebook fans name your dog. We just call her Abby Girl for short.
Tell me how this all got started.
So I started an all-natural, limited ingredient dog treat company years ago. We had a shop here in town, and people who were visiting Savannah would walk in and ask, any dog-friendly tours? But I eventually realized, well, why don't we start our own dog-centric, dog-specific, just cater to the pet parent who's traveling with their four-legged family member. We walk about 150 years through time. We cover the urban layout, design, the history. We talk Revolutionary War history. We talk the colonial times, the Native Americans that were here before the British arrived. Every second block, there's an open space, and it just works perfectly for walking your dog, whether you're a local or you're a visitor.
After so much sightseeing, it's time to take a break at Leopold's Ice Cream, an historic ice cream and sandwich shop serving people and pets since 1919. And lucky for us, we ran into the shop's owner, Stratton Leopold, whose side gig includes being the executive producer and production manager for movies like Mission Impossible 3, The Sum of All Fears, and Captain America. But Stratton will tell you that his first love is this historic ice cream shop founded by his father, where pets are welcome to lounge right outside with mom and dad and enjoy a few of their favorite flavors.
Our company was formed in 1919 by my dad as soon as he returned from the First World War. And we've made super premium ice cream in small batches the same way he did with only the best ingredients since then. And we continue doing the same thing with the same recipes and methods. I ran away to the movies years ago, but I grew up behind that soda fountain behind us, and I still gravitate there.
And it's out here where we met Savannah local Caitlin and her adopted rescue dog Benji. Caitlin and I saluted Leopold's finest, and Benji got a little treat for himself for being such a good boy while we took down our icy delicacy.
When we see a pet, we have something called a doggy sundae, which is a little bit of typically vegan ice cream, since it's better for the puppies, with a dog biscuit in it, a little bit of water to soften it. It's amazing what you see, just really getting into it in a big way. It's just a joy to spread the ice cream around and get people's reactions to it. It's wonderful.
Cool and refreshed, it's an easy walk to two famous Savannah landmarks, Forsyth Park and River Street. Forsyth Park is a 30-acre park that features the city's most famous fountain, built in 1858. The park is filled with trails that are also favorite walking options for locals and their dogs.
We have Pierre and Pony Boy. They're both French Bulldogs. We live in downtown Savannah, and this is kind of their yard.
Well, yeah, it's probably one of the best walking cities in America, so, I mean, great place to walk a dog, I guess, too,
Yeah.
you know?
Another iconic destination is River Street on Savannah's waterfront, where you'll find over 70 shops, restaurants, galleries, pubs, and hotels along these cobblestone streets. Leash dogs are welcome to explore the area with their people and join them for outdoor dining. This pet tip is brought to you by McLovin's 100% freeze-dried raw pet food. McLovin's, real, simple nutrition. If you're like many people, you want to know what's in your food, and you probably want it to be as healthy as possible. But what about your dog? And if you treat them like family, you probably want to feed them like family with healthy ingredients that you'd find in your own grocery cart. So here's a pet tip. There are many ways to feed healthy, but this one starts with fresh, free-range chicken breast plus fruits and vegetables. Freeze-dried raw for maximum nutrition. And that's it. No hormones, antibiotics, or anything artificial. So feed them healthy at home and on vacation, and everybody will have a great time. Right, Rocco? This pet tip was brought to you by McLovin's 100% freeze-dried raw pet food. McLovin's, real, simple nutrition. From Savannah's historic district, we check out a more eclectic, pet-friendly part of Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to Starland Yard. We drove up, we saw the containers, we saw this giant space. What a great idea. How'd this all come about?
Our owners really found that there was a niche missing in Savannah for family-friendly places where you could bring your dog, you can enjoy a beer and enjoy being outside. There are so few spaces anywhere that are human-friendly, kid-friendly, pet-friendly, and we had an opportunity to make it really workable for everyone. And we also have the space to offer like adoption events and things of that nature.
There is food that you can get here, but the pets are able to go everywhere. How does that all work?
Each of our food trucks is a separate vendor. You go up and order at each truck on a tab that you open at the front when you enter. In most cases, usually one person grabs a table with the dog and then the person goes and gets food and brings it to them.
After a busy, fun-filled time at Starland Yard, we found the perfect pet-friendly place to check in and step back in time for a one-of-a-kind experience with a 60s vibe. Oh, and did I mention, this is where the hip pets stay.
The hotel, what you see with the colors, with the sign, is all original in 1964. So all we did was bring it back to what it was on the outside. And then the inside, we did a complete renovation on that to make it still feel retro, but have modern amenities that you're looking for in a hotel. It's comfy, it's clean, it feels great to be in here. It's just cool, it's a really unique experience. And the dogs know that as well. We get so many pet-friendly travelers that come in with their fur babies. About 30% of our guests travel with their dogs, be it anywhere from 1 dog to 3 dogs, and they're all welcome here. And we really try to go the extra mile for the pets. So our guests get moon pies and RC colas. Our pets get homemade organic pet treats and a little collar tag for their collars. And they've got a pet yard they can go outside and run without a leash. So we try to think about the pets like we do our guests and make sure they have amenities of their very own to enjoy.
So before we bid adieu to historic Savannah, there's one more spot we had to hit. Located right on East Bay Street in the heart of downtown, your dog is more than welcome to enjoy the good times, and we can enjoy the good beer of Moon River Brewing Company.
Back in 1999 when we started this thing, I was the brewmaster, and we've toiled now coming up on 23 years.
When I first came here, come right onto the patio, there's a sign, dogs welcome.
People travel with their dogs these days, and so when we did the patio here, it was kind of a perfect fit, and we really wanted to exploit the fact that we have this available for people to bring their dogs.
And if your pup seems a bit distracted, it could be for a very good reason. Pets may feel another presence here.
Oh yes, we are definitely have the house full of ghosts here, yeah.
Okay, and we are halfway between where the restaurant is and that second floor.
Yes.
What goes on up here?
Oh, I've been up there before and had napkins fall off the shelf by themselves. Also, I've had apron tugging. This was a women and children's mostly hospital during the yellow fever pandemic. So it is pretty crazy, but 5 years, I'm pretty used to it, so.
I bet if you brought a dog up here, they'd start acting a little
strange.
strange.
A cat or a dog would notice the presence, I'm sure, yeah. You never know what you're gonna see or hear. That's definitely the truth here, Moon River.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you get back to work. I don't know, should I go up here? Maybe not.
I don't know, probably not.
So, from historic pet-friendly streets and squares to tasty treats for people and pups alike, and a hip-as-ever hotel where dogs and wiener dogs of any variety are welcome, Savannah, Georgia is all about having fun and building memories with your furry friends. This pet tip is brought to you by Optimeal Premium Natural Food for dogs and cats with antioxidant vitamins E, C, A, and more for immunity support for many years to come. If there's one thing you hear a lot about these days, it's how to support your immune system and stay healthy. But how about your dog, like Roxy here? Well, here's a pet tip. Now, there are many healthy foods and supplements out there, but this natural, super premium food is made to help your pet live a long, happy life because it naturally supports your pet's immune system with antioxidant vitamins E, C, plus nutrients, vitamins A, zinc, and selenium. Each bag contains the right size kibble and the right amount of nutrition and immune support for your size dog, small, medium, or large. Now it's easy to support your dog's immune system and feed him optimum nutrition. All right, come on, let's go. This pet tip was brought to you by Optimeal Premium Natural Food for dogs and cats with antioxidant vitamins E, C, A, and more for immunity support for many years to come. The weather in this part of America always seems to be perfect. The folks here are friendly, and furry locals and travelers have so much to explore and experience in San Diego, California.
First of all, we have the ultimate weather, and it's great because you can go out first thing in the morning with your pet and take a nice walk. You can go out in the afternoon or the evening. We have all of the biking trails and hiking trails that pets are welcome. We have a number of restaurants that are pet friendly and encourage you to bring your dog. At Petco Park, there's a night specifically for dogs. We just have really a lot of open door spaces so that you and your pet can enjoy San Diego.
Iconic Balboa Park is located right in the heart of the city. Pets and pet lovers alike are everywhere, be it a morning jog, admiring the historic architecture, or just taking the family for a stroll. This park is a must.
Balboa Park is home to 17 museums, entertainment, restaurants, walking trails, just a magical place here in San Diego.
You haven't come here alone. You have a buddy here.
Mrs. Piper, and we come to the park often, and we love to run and play and see the other dogs, and certainly avoid going into the pond if we can.
Yeah. So after exploring historic Balboa Park, Julie pointed me in the direction of a destination that's been taking care of pets and pet lovers for decades, off to Shelter Island for a taste of paradise.
Kona Kai's been around since 1953. When it was originally built, it was built as an exclusive and private high-end yacht club. One of the most exclusive private membership clubs on all of the West Coast. Kona Kai has played host to many celebrities over the years, including John Wayne, JFK. Over time, we have evolved from a private exclusive membership club to a full-service, world-class resort, spa, and marina.
You talked about celebrities. There's a new celebrity here been running around. It's
Chungus, yeah, yeah, we love Chungus. We know that pets, and dogs in particular, are really part of people's families. We really want pets to feel comfortable. We like to spoil our canine friends.
I've noticed.
First of all, when they get to the lobby and check in, they're presented with a wonderful bag full of dog toys and dog treats. They get to their rooms and everything is decked out in dog gear, from the welcome mat to the guest room to the ceramic food and water bowls.
And if Chungus looks and acts a little healthier than your average English bulldog, it may be because he has an amazingly talented chef for a dad. You have your kitchen, that's your home.
Yep.
But then you come out here and you see the yachts on the water, you see the sailboats, you see the homes going up the hill, blue sky.
Vessel is the shining gem of Kona Kai. Fresh, local, sustainable seafood. Being in San Diego, we really want to bring in the freshest local products that we can.
Look at this beautiful menu here.
Oh yes.
Noble Paws.
Noble Paws.
How did this all happen?
We love our pets, so we decided to make a special menu for them. Chopped to order and cooked to order.
Dogs are eating healthy here.
Oh, absolutely. Very dog friendly and very delicious.
From Vessel, Chungus led me down to Konakai's beach and one of its relaxing cabanas, and I soon found out why. Chungus was in for a relaxing puppy massage, another unique pet amenity offered here at the resort.
I think Chungus has enjoyed a little canine massage as well.
Chungus liked that. Chungus had a big day, was running on the beach, kind of a rarity in these parts to have a beach like that, a private beach.
Absolutely.
After chowing down and enjoying Konakai's private beach and cabana massage with Chungus, we were inspired to discover one of the most amazing and gigantic pet-friendly beaches in America. Behold the original Dog Beach. Nationally famous and one of the first official leash-free beaches in the United States. What a great spot to summon a few smiles and enjoy the beach with your furry friend. And as the sun sets over the Pacific, no better place to take a stroll or set up front row seats for a Southern California sunset than San Diego's Sunset Cliffs. A perfect way to end the day. This pet tip is brought to you by Canine Caviar, the first and only alkaline dog food made to provide your dog with the happiest, healthiest, and longest life possible. Want your dog to be more active and have a long, healthy life? Who doesn't? So here's a pet tip. Now, there are a lot of ways to keep your dog active and healthy, but this is the first and only alkaline dog food that is holistic, pH balanced, and made with just one protein and one complex carbohydrate to help dogs like Chungus stay active and keep the good times going. Because it's highly digestible, you can feed less. There's no GMOs and no preservatives. So keep your dog active and healthy and keep those adventures coming. Come on, buddy. This pet tip was brought to you by Canine Caviar, the first and only alkaline dog food made to provide your dog with the happiest and longest life possible. After a good night's sleep at our perfect pet-friendly resort and another great meal courtesy Chef Kyle and his sidekick Chungus, we ventured to another pet-friendly San Diego hotspot, Liberty Station.
We are a former naval training center. It was closed in the late 90s and it's re-entered as a multi-purpose facility. So it has arts and it has hotels and it has dining. It's got all kinds of things over the 360 acres. And of course, dog friendly, you have outside dining, but then there's all kinds of trails throughout this area. It is definitely made for furry friends.
This pet tip is brought to you by Curly, Swiss design harnesses that are loved by dogs, trusted by owners. If your dog pulls a lot or doesn't listen to your commands on a walk, it may be that she's distracted because she's busy pulling on her collar or even choking and not paying attention to you. Now, there are alternatives to the traditional leash and collar, including a harness, but if the harness doesn't fit right, you've got problems. I'm here with Leslie, Mitchell, and their dog Leia with a pet tip. Choose a harness with your dog's health and wellness in mind, as well as your control. This one is ergonomically designed with shoulder straps so your dog can move easily and multiple layers of padding so it's comfortable. It's precision size for your dog, super lightweight, and has a special curly clasp that lets you attach a leash with one hand. And you get a free ID that links up to a dog finder service in case your dog gets lost. Less pulling means more than just control. It means you can start communicating with your dog through the leash and harness and become a team, bonding instead of pulling. This pet tip was brought to you by Curly, Swiss design harnesses that are loved by dogs, trusted by owners. Still hanging around San Diego's Liberty Station, this time on the waterfront, where we met Samantha, her sups, and her special pup, who was definitely dressed for the occasion.
It kind of started as like a program first to see the attraction I would get, and it gets bigger and bigger every year.
And I see all sizes of dogs, so this is something dogs of all different sizes can come to.
All different sizes, temperaments. I've taken out a tripod dog. I have taken out a deaf dog, a blind dog,
Samantha really goes above and beyond for her new friends on a daily basis, doing her own yoga-esque moves to get the best on-the-water camera shots to send home for mommy and daddy as a keepsake or to flex your new aquatic skills on social media.
I love this because it's like a team sport between you and your dog. Y'all work together, you balance together.
Yeah, it's a little bonding experience. Yeah.
Our final San Diego experience is definitely one you might never have thought possible. Introducing Sierra Chang and her Puppy Picnic Company.
I actually started this in the middle of the pandemic when I adopted my foster fail dog, Kenzie. We were doing a lot of picnics together, eating outdoors. We had dog wine, dog charcuterie, a fun little setup and photos, and I was like, I should definitely do this for other people in San Diego who love their dogs just as much as I do.
Dogs of all sizes are welcome to slop up some puppy beverages, chow down on some gourmet doggy delights, hang out in the shaded tent, and these adorable picnickers, including Arlo and Bubbles, were on their best behavior for sure.
See this beautiful rainbow. Oh, I love it. It just brings so much happiness, you know, at a time where everybody's wanting to be outside as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great option to eat outdoors and include your dog in your meal.
It's that unique blend of beautiful weather, a pet-friendly Polynesian paradise, home to the one and only Chungus, and an array of exciting pet-friendly destinations and adventures that make San Diego, California a must for dogs and pet lovers alike. I'm David Zelski. See you on the next Pets Welcome Here.